Oh boy! One race down, two to go in our 3-for-1 special on Radio Angel YM, and we welcome y'all to the NASCAR Six Flags Cup Series Championship. The flagship series of the Six Flags NR League is about to say goodbye to Season 6. And we already saw the outcome of the championship. Xiomara Perez is officially your Cedar Point champion and also the final champion under the Cedar Point banner. That's coming up next year. Coming up next year is going to be Mundu Professional Series that year. So now let's join in. Let's join into this magnificent event. I'm Angel, and of course we're gonna call this race with Alex, who is currently eating some delicious tacos, and Cody.
There's a good taco stand down in the grandstand, so I couldn't help myself.
Oh yes, beautiful taco stand, and of course Cody's over here with us. Cody.
Hey, great to be here for the time that I have.
Oh yeah,
he is on limited time, y'all. So.
Yeah, he's gonna be on a time, something that he won't be next week when Cricket Cup hits the road at this place.
Yeah.
All right. So the journey is coming to an end, guys. We are finishing the Six Flags season with high notes, and of course, as we are already aware of, 4 drivers with an eligibility for the championship. Top dog to watch for is going to be Mark Games in the 84 Alex Howie Motorsports entry. Happy, fun, and very consistent. I mean, he is a previous champ, and he has the work ethic on how to do it, Cody.
Yeah, and even though the stream has continuously failed to start on your end, yeah, it is weird.
It is.
Well, you know what, Atlanta?
We are live. We are live. It's just that we are live. It's just that the camera's static on pit road.
Yeah, I have no idea why. Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it like my end, or is it just Angel's end?
Oh, it's your end.
My internet is now malfunctioning.
Yeah, because it says system failed to find error 2012.
Hold on, let me just restart it. Sorry about that, y'all. I really hate it when this happens.
Oh yes.
All right, does it work now? And my internet.
There we are.
There we are. Great. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're finally back in. All right, so back to the business. Mark Games is our first eligible for the championship. Second eligible is the PPI entry of Daniel Bogdasarov. He's gonna be racing full time in the NASCAR AT&T Grand National Series, but his focus over here on Six Flags is to go out of the season with a championship under his belt. And it would be very good for PPI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Their first and only, basically their first and only, season they ever had in the Six Flags series.
Exactly. Number 3, Daniel Voiles. Number 81, nicknamed by a certain someone named Shonard, the Idiot Sandwich. However, he's not looking like an idiot sandwich over here. No, he's looking like a smart footlong because he has the potential of winning the championship. And our final story, Chasing 8 for Irish Motorsports 60 of Jimmy Johnson.
It's hard to imagine the journey Lily had here in Six Flags. He's been around since season 1. He took a little bit of a hiatus between season 5 and he took a bit of a hiatus in season 5 and he returned in season 6 under new contract, new team, and a new number. Hard to imagine how Jimmy has managed to go through this position. He's just been so gut-wrenchingly consistent. He's not anyone to mess around with.
Oh, yes, he ain't. I mean, you don't want to mess around with him. You don't want to mess around with any 7-time champion. And right now that he's chasing 8, you better be kind to him, you know? And
Yep.
Sean just posted over here, keep my name out of your bleeping mouth. And he's gonna
Okay,
be
Sean.
Oh,
Sean,
no.
calm it down with the commentation.
comment.
Oh, and look what Foyle
My
sent.
God.
Oh no.
Oh, look, the idiot sandwich sent something.
Oh no. And Cody even put, oh brother, this guy stinks. Okay. Now, yes, what we're seeing from the comments is true, because today is Chevy versus Pontiac versus Ford. I'm sorry, Toyotas. And I'm sorry,
Yeah,
about
Toyota
this.
did not have a shot to make it. Just sad.
Yeah, that is really sad. But now that, since we are in an extended pre-race show just before the green flag, how about we talk about some of the silly season news that are going to happen?
Sure thing. So, I'll go ahead and start us off right here. Of course, you will see like a driver that is in the field. They will be gone through. But interesting, this is for the whole Cup Series. This is the last ever race we'll be running the ICR cars, as Six Flags will be going over to the 2013 Gen 6 cars for season 7.
The Ever11 Classic.
Yep. And all right, let's go over some silly season changes. So Alex Holly Motorsports, no change there. They are re-signing Leslie, Sean, Alex, Okimura, and Mark. However, the big change though is Mark Motorsports. Is if I try to find the 10 here of Matty Jacoby. Where's the 10?
Oh, probably at the back.
Gosh dang it, Matty. Okay, there's Matty. She'll be going over from Dez Racing to Mark Motorsports to drive the 3 for next season. Georgia Hart is, of course, going to remain in the 6. And then Jordan Caldwell will be making his Cup debut for Mark Motorsports in the 88. But the biggest changes have occurred during Tempo Storm Motorsports is, if I go back to the front right here, this is going to be interesting. Outlaw will be teaming back up with Mark ever since the Fanta days to drive the 8.
And you know what can happen with Outlaw. His beautiful character, his animated character.
And then Byrne, Jane, and Lovelace will also make their grand return to the Six Flags Cup Series, also for Temple Storm Motorsports. Kiara Upston, who is in the 55 for this season. Wait, oh no, she's in the 25. Never mind. She's in the 25. Kiara will be switching over to the 55 for next season, along with a new sponsor. And then Josh Neely, who was in the 8 from this season, he'll be switching back to his original number, the 71. Paulding Motorsports, not much changes. Giamatti, Adana, and Gianna all got re-signed, but Todd Gordon will take up the helm of the 28 for next season.
Welcome, TGC. And another big change. Castle Out Racing will return to the Six Flags Circus with the 36 of Annabelle Alberti, who is currently going to be starting 6th today.
Yep, right there in the 19.
Yeah. Angel Diaz-Rada, who just came out of DNFing in the season finale. Wow. And finally, the number 97 of Hiroshi Fujisaki, who has a big alignment of sponsorships with SMG Maggie / Splat Inc. Studios for Daytona, and the rest to be announced. Although for the majority of the races, Nintendo will be behind the new 97 Chevrolet.
Yep, and not to mention, this will be the last time his team, Worldwide Motorsports, will ever be making their final starts in the series. And now we move on. Fly High Motorsports will now be going out to the Cup Series. Pedro will move from the 66 to the 2 for next season. Actually, let me see where Pedro is. Is he all the way in the back?
Yeah.
Oh, no, there he is.
No, he's
there he
back.
is. He's right there. Yeah,
there he is. He's in the battle.
And then he also brought in some rookie company along with him. I mean, right here, our very own Cody will be taking the realms of the 12. Ryan White will take up the 20. And then Lane will be going double duty to drive the 22 next season.
Oh, yes.
And then PPI Motorsports will be swapped over to Robert Yates Racing with Vincent Clarkson in the 38 and Ito Telgi from Cricket Cup in the 98.
Then we have
Des Racing. They had some of the Des Racing. They have gone through quite a bit, haven't they?
Oh yes, they have a lot of stuff going on. First of all, Desiree Hudson, no changes. 14 car, just beautiful there. However, Noah Treason is also coming in. No pressure. Same number, same Sprite, refreshing drink. However, the rookies, number 10, Suya Wasui, fresh off just DNQing for tomorrow's AT&T Grand National season opener. That's sad.
I told you to call me Sue.
And finally,
And beep you officials.
and finally, the 37 of Melody Purple, who is also making her Six Flags inaugural Six Flags season next year.
Yep, and not to mention she'll be taking Alex's current sponsor, which is actually her channel, and instead Lowe's will be returning to Alex for next season.
Yeah.
All right, and now Dodge is now on a resurgence for next season, as we now have 3 Dodge teams going to be making their debut. Of course, Light Motorsports, a biggest one. They'll be swapping over from Toyota to Dodge, and from the 07 to the 08. So that's going to be interesting.
Oh, yes.
Common Motorsports, they have a little bit of a change, although Jeanette Prime in the 32, right here starting on the second row. No sponsor or number change for the 32, but the biggest change is the 89 of OBJ, as he'll be swapping over from the 89 to the 87, since Castle Racing have bought the rights to the 89 from Comet Motorsports.
And they also have 2 extra rides who haven't been filled yet, the 33 and the 45.
Yeah, but since the roster's already full, I don't think they'll be able to do that. And then a new Dodge team will be entering the circus, Evernham Bogershop Racing. And they'll be taking over 2 former PPI drivers, notably Ryan Little in the 15. He'll be going over to the 9 for next season. And right behind him will be his future team owner, Boogie himself. He'll be going from the 33 to the 19. And then lastly, our lone Toyota team will be Furniture Row Racing with Jesse Love.
And also, we forgot to mention this, but also a new team coming down from the Cricket Cup Series, Dora Dolphin D2 Racing, taking the rights of Laura Janes and Daniel Voiles.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised Voiles is actually going over to D2 Racing next season.
Yeah, but it's now time to smack away that preseason silly season stuff, because it's time to go over our Six Flags starting lineup. And so,
on the pole.
Go ahead, Alex.
Go ahead. Oh, yep, I'll go ahead. On the pole is the 14 of Desiree Hudson in her Cold Soak Creamery Ford Fusion. And right behind her, one of the hometown drivers here at this track, Alex Prime himself with the number 48, Melody Chevrolet. As we stated earlier, Melody's YouTube channel will be swapping over to Melody herself for next season, so you'll not see the 48 in these colors again after this season. Then it's Josh O'Neilling, the number 8, Glitch Productions Chevrolet. He will have a new Glitch Productions show that will be sponsoring him next season. You'll have to wait for that. And the SI is the 32 Jeanette Prime, who will be returning in the same car, same number, same sponsor. Takayumi Fujiwara in the 86 Fabtech Chevrolet. This will be his last ever start in the Six Flags Cup Series. And the rider who's outside is Annabelle Alberti, who will be making her last start for Pontiac. And the Worldwide Racing number 19. And then, 4 drivers, 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson. He did not have a cup ride secured for next season, but he was picked up by Jarrier Motorsports to race the number 55 for next season in the Mountain Dew series. So he's looking to go out on top before making that switch. And to his outside, it'll be Outlaw on the 77. Like stated earlier, Outlaw will be going over to Tempo Storm Motorsports for next season to drive the 8. Basically one of Mark's most prestigious numbers. Gianna Perez in the number 4 Perez Motorsports Chevrolet, although her sponsor will change, but she'll be driving the same team and the same number for next season. Chase Sawson in the number 47 Kroger Ford. This will be his last ever start in the Six Flags Cup Series. And then right behind, and then the next row right here, you have Leslie Jacoby in the 5. She will be returning to Alex Alley Motorsports next season with the same sponsor and the same number. And then to her outside is Ryan Little, who will be making the switch from Pontiac to Dodge for next season to drive for Evan Bogosoff Racing. Evelyn Mason in the number 24, she is not making her return to the Cup Series next season. Her number will be taken over by Byrne. And then to her outside, the second Championship 4 driver, Boogie himself with the number 33, Tide Pontiac. He will be forming up his own team, Everett Bogosoff Racing, after the season is over, and he will be going from Pontiac to Dodge, as well as from the 33 to the 19. Then making his last start, Pins in the number 3 Drastic World Rebirth Chevrolet. His number will be taken up by Maddie next season. And then Giamatti Perez in the number 01 Atlanta Falcons Chevrolet. She will be returning to Paulding Motorsports next season. No change to the sponsor or number. Last start for Evan Reddick in the number 7 Trax Chevrolet. This will be his last start in the 7. And then Noah Trace in the number 49 Sprite Ford. Of course, he'll be making his return to the Cup Series next season with the same number and the same number. Jackson Storm in the number 77 DHL Express Pontiac. He will be returning to Itsy Bitsy Racing Team next season with the same with the inception that he'll be moving from the 51 to the 77, and he'll be and Itsy Bitsy Racing Team will be switching over from Pontiac to Dodge. And then Katani Nori in the number 79 Kaiser Permanente Pontiac. This will be his last ever start in the 79. Also will be the final starts also back here for these two drivers right here. Ryan Moffitt in the number 18 GM Goodwrench Plus Chevrolet, and Luda Coco in the number 28 Alex Robles YT Chevrolet. Also not making next season will be Ryan Basilty in the number 2 DDLC Ford, but will be returning next season Georgia Hart's in the number 6 Sam's Club Chevrolet. Adonda Kratz in the number 03 Nutella Chevrolet. She will also be making her return with Paulding Motorsports to drive the same number for next season. And Kiara Upset at the number 25 Fanta Chevrolet. Of course, she'll be making her return with Tempo Storm, but instead she'll be in the 55 instead of the 25. Andre in the number 82 Best Buy Pontiac. He'll be moving down to the Mountain Dew Series for next season. He'll be driving the 17 for Roush Racing, which is ironically the same team that he runs in our sister league. And then who is outside is OBJ, the number 89 Jazzy Groove Radio Dodge. He'll be making the switch from the 89 to the 87 for next season. Luliana Storm in the number 47 Haribo Pontiac. Of course, she'll be remaining with this team. This is the team that she owns. And she'll remain on the 41. But just like her brother, the switch from Pontiac to Dodge. And here's a big one. Pedro Sales, who will be unfortunate to defend his title. He'll be making his last ever start in the Tick Ford Racing number 66 Dead on Tools Ford. He'll be switching over to his team to drive the 2 for next season. And then Daniel Voiles at number 81, Andy Jose Custer Ford, our third playout Champ 4 driver. He'll be making the switch from his own team to Dora Dolphin D2 team for next season for the 99. And then to his outside will be Light in the number 07 D-Wall Toyota Camry. And he'll be making the switch from Toyota to Dodge for next season. Hiroshi Fujisaki, the number 53 Netscape Pontiac. This will be the last start he'll ever make with his team, as he'll be going over to Castle Auto Racing next season to drive the number 97 for Angel. And then our fourth and last playoff driver, Mark Games, the number 84 Double X Chevrolet. Of course, he will be returning next season to Alex Alvey Motorsports, although he will have a new sponsor. Anna Sporks to the number 88 Five Below Chevrolet. She is not returning to the 88 as her number will be taken up by Gaming Freak. And then Nicholas to the number 92 Maverick Toyota Camry. Of course, he will not be returning next season either. Maddie Jacoby, the number 10 of Wendy's Ford. Of course, she'll be going over to Mark Motorsports for next season to drive the 3. And then Laura Janes at the number 71 Walmart Chevrolet. This will also be her last ever start in the Six Flags Series. She will not be returning to the 71 next season for Temple Storm Motorsports. On the last 2 rows, you have Sean Arndt, the number 21 Whataburger Chevrolet. He will be returning to the 21 next season for Alex Alvey Motorsports. Same sponsor, same number. And then to his outside, Caleb Pepperson, the number 35 Takis Pontiac. She will not be returning to the Six Flags Cup Series next season. And right out the field is the 17 of Car Guy. This will be his last start in the Cup Series for now, as he'll be going down to Mountain Dew for next season. And right out the field is the 67 of Benno Kimura and his Miller Lite Chevrolet. He will be returning to this number with the same exact team. All right, so
Alright.
130 laps here around Atlanta to settle the championship race. Who is your pick, Angel?
My pick, race, going with Alex Prime, championship, Mark Games. Cody.
So you think Mark will be able to make the comeback from near dead last to make it a shot for the championship? All right, what's your pick, Cody? If you'll unmute.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Mark Gaines for the championship. I don't know. It's just something
Wow, two
in
picks
my
for Mark.
thoughts here.
Okay, this is interesting. So we got 2 picks for Mark.
Wow,
Mark is clearly Mark is definitely a favorite going into this race.
Who can blame him?
Yeah. And yeah, I will also keep an eye on Angel's Twitter thing because I probably think they might do something as this race is going on, especially since they're cheering on the 7-time who's starting in row 4, as well as some who are cheering on for Mark who's all the way in the back.
Which, by the way,
All right.
Mark trying to rebound from DNQing the season opener in
to your
18.
car.
And not to mention, after his season 2 championship win, he has been on a kind of bit of a downwind recently. He tried driving his own team in the 88, but it was but he did not like the result, so he ended up going back to Alex Oya Motorsports in the same exact number he won his championship in the 84. And actually, so far, Mark has actually been doing pretty well. I mean, he's been mid-pack as well as actually getting some consistent runs from here on out, and that's allowed him to point in on the playoffs. He made it in through consistency
And bravery. Consistency and bravery.
Yeah. The consistency and bravery were noted on Mark Games in the 84, but he's starting as the 4th driver of the playoff drivers. And as we go to the green, of course, that spot will be held by Jimmy Johnson in the 60 car.
All right.
So how do you think that Jimmy's actually this close to actually becoming the 8-time champion in the NASCAR series?
He is going to be in a league of his own if he manages to do so.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But there's still a lot. There's still a lot to prove on that 48. On that, on that number 60 Ford. That Shelby needs a lot of power and a lot of strength as the pace car gets ready to make the yank to pit road.
Yeah, here we go. The pace car is in. It's on the 14 and 48 to lead us to the green.
Here we go. The finale.
As they go into the restart zone. Green flags in the air. We're underway at Atlanta.
The majority of this first lap was side by side between the 14 and the 48.
Yeah. Alex is clearly not giving up to that 14 without a fight. Jimmy Johnson continues to hold on to the championship leader. Here comes Alex with a good run on the high side off of 2.
And let's see what Neely tries. He's peeking to the 14. Trying to knock the door on Desiree.
Already 3 wide in the back.
Gianna, you don't want to be 3 wide in the middle.
It might be 3 wide in the front before you know it.
Trying to edge against the 48, but you see that 48 just gets an absolutely monster run off of turn 2 on that high side. Jimmy's now going to go run to the high side.
However,
don't forget, Jimmy is right now the championship leader.
Oh yes, that's an important thing to keep in mind on our Radio Angel YM tracker. And that is the championship tracker 3 wide behind, and they're going bazunkas.
Yeah, they're going 3 wide. You see right there, there's the Cedar Point champion back there, Gimata Perez, just stuck in that 3 wide situation.
Yeah, and they just pulled Leslie and Ryan into the middle of the hornet's nest.
And then 3 wide, and then 3 by 3 up in the front.
Yep, here we go.
Yeah.
This is where it starts to get interesting here. Of course, Jimmy Johnson, who is over 45 years old, going for a championship here. Yes, I have to bring in those numbers.
My goodness. And watch it out. Watch it out. He's now joining that inside line.
Oh, yeah, we're still 3 wide for the lead. Dez barely led over the 8 at 48, but here comes the 8. Right on the inside. He's got help. The 14 has no help.
And Neely now going to take the lead. Is still 3 wide between Hudson Prime and Neely. Let's see if they continue it on. No, do not make it a 4 wide, Fujiwara.
My goodness.
They can technically run 4 wide this trip because of how wide it is, but just not in the corners.
Yeah. If you do in the corners, you're dunsies. You're going up against that safer barrier.
Yeah, you might want to watch out. As you see, Jimmy Johnson. We have never seen anyone at the age of Jimmy Johnson, at 50 years old, winning a championship. You basically have to go back to the racing roots in the 50s or 60s to possibly even have a shot in finding a champion as old as Jimmy Johnson, or local track champion, whatever the heck it is. Never have we had a national champion
said,
with at least 50 years old.
He is still leading. Oh, the 32 trying to look to the inside, but he throws the block on Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, still looking up. But right now, for Jimmy, it is comfortable. It is a nice Sunday drive. Well, in this case, a Friday drive, as his competitors for the championship are still way behind. And look at that, mother and son to the inside of the 60.
A good move right there by the 32 that moves the 60 up. That could be an advantage for any playoff driver, any of the Champ 4 drivers that's on the bottom that actually have a chance to catch up. But right now, the closest one right now is the 33 of Boogie.
Yeah, Bogdasadov is still looking really strong, but he's stuck in the back. He needs to move all of these cars out of the way. He has to do wizardry in his 33 PPI Pontiac if he wants to have a chance at the championship.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to have to stay relatively close to that. Look at Mark working down there on that bottom lane. He's making up some ground.
Using OBJ in the inside line behind you. And you know, sometimes having a number 89 behind you can be big.
All right, we're going to go in and go an onboard right here with one of our Champ 4 drivers. We'll go on board here with Mark right here on the Double X onboard camera. And you see right here, if any of y'all watch Perfect Cup, you'll know that ICR cars have different colored dashes, and right here for Six Flags, it is blue.
Yes. Right now it is blue for Six Flags, and let's see Mark trying to stay in the middle and the inside. He's trying to get the track out of both of those
look at Mark. He's not even lifting that much. That just shows how strong the draft is at the track.
Yeah, the draft is right now playing a huge factor.
Oh, and a little bit of a squeeze right there from Leslie. That was a bit. Oh, we got a wreck. Around goes the 18. The caution is out for the first time.
Carnage!
Oh,
we got carnage! Oh, goodness. Let's see who was involved in that.
It looks like Joshua Neely and Dez were actually battling at the moment of caution, so...
It'll be Hudson.
It looks like it'll be Dez that'll win the race off pit road, but, on the back. Oh, and Ryan Bounty, heavy damage. I'm just going to check to see if any playoff drivers got collected.
Matty Jacoby with some damage.
Well, looks like no playoff drivers were collected.
Except the near exception was almost gonna be Mark.
It was nearly gonna be Mark, but he missed that by staying relatively planted to the bottom side of the racetrack. We're gonna go back here and see what happened. Just heavy damage to the 2 of Ryan Basilty.
Oh my god!
This is a huge stack up here in turn 2, and you see right there. You see Luna Coco forced on a killer down the apron. That got into Adonda. Oh, and then right into the wall. Oh my gosh. Around goes the 2. Then the 18 comes up in front of the field. 03 comes down. They went 4 wide there, but there's nowhere for Nicholas to go. Oh, and then the 25 and the 53 are in it as well. This is
Fujisaki,
definitely
that's...
not a way that a lot of these drivers want to end their season on. Especially some of these rookies that are not returning for next season, like the 18 and the 92.
Yeah, but that is huge. And you know what, Cody? We're going to have to say it as we see the race out
And
of
it
pit
looks like
road.
Josh Neely won the race off pit road, followed by Jimmy Johnson, Jeanette Prime, Gianna Perez, and Katani Nori. But I did see it looks like Neely and Gianna, they got damaged to their passenger side, and that was contact went off of pit road. Since I did see Neely, he did accidentally tap the 48 coming out of pit road, and that gave him some significant damage.
Yeah, that's...
But Jimmy was able to come out just fine. So
yeah, you see that? That's a lot of damage to that driver's side.
yeah, it is. And Josh Neely, don't forget, he is returning to Tempo Storm next season.
Now, Cody, Luna Coco committed the locale move.
Yep, famously the locale move, named after a certain locale in the AT Tinker National Series race at Kansas, who first got hooked, but instead of deciding to merge back on the racetrack safely, she full sends it, cuts the course, and decides to take out a bunch of drivers.
And we saw that move again! We saw it again! Last night! When Ivan Molina did the same thing in the second duel.
My goodness,
right,
we got multiple idiot sandwiches on the track.
And you
What
see
are
right
we
here,
doing?
We have 3 cars out. So you see the 82, 2, and 92, they're done. Their seasons are now effectively over, especially for Ryan Basilty and Nicholas. Their seasons are effectively over, yep. They're retired.
39 cars still remain, but the question is, who's still intact?
Yeah, that's true, because I have no idea how Neely's going to perform, since he has the side damage, and Jimmy Johnson, he's basically clean. I'm about to say, seeing Jimmy Johnson run in a Ford, that's never going to happen.
Yeah. Nah, we're good. We Chevy, peak. Toyota, I can get behind that. But Ford, nah.
And you see right here, it's Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Chevy in the top 5. Although you see Gianna, she does have some side damage, but it's just as significant as the one that Neely has. And you see right there, Mark actually gained a lot of time in pit road. He's now he's basically the second running Jet Ford driver right now that's close to Jimmy.
And the worst part is now for Jimmy, he knows that he's not in a comfortable zone anymore. Now he has real competition in real time that is going to be chasing him once we drop the green flag again.
Yep.
And
that's definitely something that you don't want to see, especially if you're Champ Ford leader Jimmy Johnson, because he's currently ahead of Mark by about... Hold on. He's ahead of Mark by only 7 positions.
Yeah, that's not enough. If you want to lock it, 10 should be enough. But it has to be like with 5 laps to go.
Yeah, and not to mention, we're still really early in this race. It's a 130-lap race. And we saw how the Cedar Point did. They actually managed to last quite a couple laps before those cautions occurred and took a lot of the field out.
Yeah, we don't talk about what happened earlier.
Well, don't forget, right here on Angel's channel, you can actually watch the replay of the Cedar Point race if you want to see how Gianna Perez won the championship. And the pace car is off. It's on Joshua Neely to lead us to the green. And as we go back into the restart zone, green flag's back in the air.
Looks like a very slow takeoff for Neely.
And there goes Jimmy right quick to the inside.
There it is.
And look at that speed carried by Jimmy Johnson. He takes the lead of Atlanta.
Oh, yeah,
Jimmy has a lot of experience here at Atlanta, so he knows how to run these lines.
Oh, yeah, he knows it. Just don't ask him about 2005, please.
As a view right here from the booth, this is the view that we're getting right now.
Oh, yes. That was the
3
view.
wide in the back. Look at Takayumi
Nice
working
view.
that low side. And Alex Prime side by side with his own mother right now. And if anybody remembers Double X, basically, let's just say that she just took out her own son. Let's just say
Oh
that.
no, Sean, you don't want to know in 2005. No.
I'm pretty sure he knows.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. We don't need a lecture on what happened that year because Jimmy is currently looking like he's back in prime years.
We're definitely seeing prime Jimmy Johnson right now. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure future team owner Ethan is Ethan Rice. He's right now on the 60s pit box just watching Jimmy closely because he knows he's fighting for a championship.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little contact right there between
Ooh.
the 0-1 and the 79. That was really close right there.
Look at the run! Look at the run that 86 got throughout the majority of 1 and 2.
There he goes to the inside. That's a great run for Takayumi. He'll take the lead away from Jimmy Johnson.
Oh my god, we have a brand new leader in Atlanta, and now Jimmy looking to not only get the championship, but maybe the race. Maybe the race, but right now...
Yeah, he's looking to pull about what he did at Homestead in 2016. Win the race and the championship.
Yeah, let's just not speak about Carl Edwards, please.
I'm pretty sure he just entitled Sean to do that, even because basically for some odd reason his in-car radio is somehow attached to the booth somehow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because he loves carnage.
Oh, 4 wide! 4 wide!
Speaking of carnage.
Four. Oh, my
Sean is stuck in the
god!
middle! Sean is stuck in the middle! Then there's still 4 wide going into turn 3.
Oh,
Speaking
my
of
goodness.
carnage.
5 wide!
Oh, my god! Caution!
Caution is out again!
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it looks like it's Outlaw and Jackson Storm.
Okay.
We got carnage.
Okay, I think that's enough 5 wide for one day.
Alright, let's see what happened right here. Oh yeah, look at this. They were 4 wide right here, coming through the front stretch into turn 3. And then you see Beno Kamir, he just kind of squeezed the 77 to the 51 to the 41 on the wall. Oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna have to go on board with the 77 of Outlaw.
Yeah, we definitely have to. I mean, and basically, yeah, you just see like the character on the flaps.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you could thank Outlaw for that, by the way.
Here's the onboard view.
That's just funny, bro.
And remember that if he joins Cricket Cup, that's gonna be his pit sign.
And looks like the whole field is coming on pit road.
Oh,
And contact to the 8 and oh man, that might hold Jimmy in a stall for a little bit.
Oh yes, and also made the damage even worse for Joshua Neely. He started the last pit cycle by entering, getting some damage on the driver's side, and now he has driver's
He's able to
side.
keep it going. The damage is not as severe. As Takayumi wins the race off pit road, followed by Jimmy Johnson, Evelyn Mason, Noah Treason, and Jeanette Prime. Oh, look at Mark. Mark regained a lot of spots on pit road.
Oh, that is a 6th place guaranteed for that 84 car. No, I'm not gonna be mad at you, Sean. It's just wait until we get to our last race of tonight. Oh yeah, did we forget that we had a final race tonight? Oh yes, we have.
And that's happening in like 3 hours down in the sunny skies of Daytona.
Under the lights, however. Beautiful,
Yep, under the
beautiful. Straight Talk 250, the season opener of the Straight Talk Truck Series, live on AGDN. However, next week, Cricket Cup is coming back to Radio Angel YM, although it's going to be at Atlanta with all that crazy stuff that we had. But now the question is, and I'm going to make this a pop question, Alex. How long until Mark catches Jimmy?
I don't know. I mean, Mark Mark has shown he knows his way around Atlanta, but he just really having much luck.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna make this a challenge. We're gonna make this a challenge right now. Before the green flag, anyone who's right now in the Six Flags server, how long? Small challenge over here. And also we see another driver who has been rather quiet over here, Evelyn Mason in that Kennesaw State 24.
Yes, here we come to turn 4. The pace car is out. It's on the 86 to lead us to the green. Here we go. Jimmy Johnson continues to lead the championship race over Mark. Green flag's back in the air.
Almost immediately, everyone wanted to go to that inside. Looks like they're going to...
Oh, and Mark already forced to the outside.
Oh, no.
Oh, and Georgia barely slides in ahead of Caleb Evers in there in the 35. Jimmy right now. There goes Jimmy to the inside of the 86.
Oh, damage not too severe. Looks like that rear bumper is holding up perfectly.
And they're side by side off of turn 4.
But
Jimmy's going at it. He's not wasting any time with Takayumi.
oh yeah, not a lot of waste over here. This like Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon in the summer race in 2011. And they're still looking really good, really strong. Watch it. Treason and Prime are making a small collab to make their way out to the lead.
Ooh, Jimmy's barely out ahead of Takayumi. See Takayumi, he gets that run off of 2. 3 wide for the third coming down the backstretch. Oh, the 49 block! That was really tight right there for Noah Treason. Look at Georgia Hart's working her way up.
Yeah, Georgia's coming back over here, and look behind her, Caleb Peppersman, who's going to be competing in the truck opener. Sean Hart also behind.
Look at Sean right there. He's trying to go out of the bind.
He came from the back all the way to almost the front in less than 40 laps.
Look at Evelyn Mason working that high line. She get a run. There's still 7 7 the lead between Jimmy Johnson and Takayumi Fujiwara.
Oh, almost.
Oh, Johnson got the side draft off the 86. He's trying to use that.
Not working.
Johnson's trying to use the side draft.
It ain't working so far. I'm gonna need a little more.
Johnson's definitely got to try to use the side draft if he wants to get by the 86. And it's hard to believe how fast Jimmy Johnson adapted the ICR car, just because it's mostly just like a COT, but instead of it was more modern.
Yeah, it is a little more modern. Now the question is, once we finish the race, what's going to happen to the ICRs used in this series? We're going to explain that once we hit the checkered flag, because this battle is too good to miss. Whoa!
Oh, Takayumi got him messed up the corner a little bit. We're going to go on board right here in the 86 as he battles here with Jimmy Johnson. Oh, look at that run right there.
Oh, again, that run.
Oh, and Johnson trying to get the run.
They're still side by side on that one, but I don't think that's going to be enough for Jimmy. Exactly.
Yeah, not enough for Jimmy just yet. And you see whether they still have the gap to the field. Whoa, look at the run Johnson got.
Oh, and he's trying with all his might.
He's trying. He is trying because he knows the rest of the field is catching up.
Yeah, the more that these drivers get side by side, the more Noah Treason and the rest are gonna catch up to those two at the front. But at the same time, Treason and Jeanette are having their own small battle.
Yeah, you see right here, the 32 now has help from the 0-1. Johnson once again trying through turn 1 to clear, but not yet.
And the pack is coming.
Yeah, the pack is slowly approaching. If these guys keep battling,
Still looking pretty strong for both. Now Jimmy gets the nose.
And Jimmy gets the nose. But once again, Takayumi with that run on the high side. This is how multi-grooves are going to work here at Atlanta. You need to find the right groove that your car can be fast at. For right now, for Jimmy, it's the low side. While with Takayumi, it's the middle and high side.
It's working so far. And it's clean. Oh, Jimmy taking advantage.
Oh, but you see, Jimmy, he had a lift there a little bit. You saw a little bit of the exhaust kind of like fuming out a little bit.
Yeah.
So he had to lift there a little bit.
I think he got loose. He might have gotten loose in the middle.
He probably might have gotten loose.
I remember, you don't want to lose car in Atlanta unless it's for research purposes, quote unquote.
Yeah, you see, Johnson's best run to get against the 86 is through turn 1. That's where Johnson seems to be the strongest right now.
Yeah, through turn 1, they might need to do some adjustments once we reach the pit stops.
Yeah, I definitely think they definitely want to make some adjustments on that 60 car the next time they come on the pit road, because clearly that car is just way too tight for the rest of the corners. Because you see right here, he does good in turn 1, but when it's 2, 3, or 4, he seems to lose the advantage he has.
And instead, the high...
Jimmy is still trying.
Oh yeah, he has the great car in the middle of turn of 3 and 4, but it's the 86 who beats the 60 on corner exit.
Yeah, it does. And look at Jimmy right through the corner.
Thinking better of it? No.
No, he doesn't. Just yet. Oh, you see right there, Jimmy braked a little bit more than the 86 going through turn 3. He is trying to be smart here.
Yeah, because not only do you want to be good on the racetrack handling-wise, but remember, you may not have good run privileges anymore once the tire wear starts to show. And remember, gonna have at least until 28 laps after the restart for these drivers to commence their pit stops.
Yeah, definitely, yes. We will be approaching the window for green flag pit stops here in a little bit. But you see right there, as we look from the spectator, as you see the field is entirely separated now. But looks like now in the second spot right now, it is curling the 33 of Boogie.
Boogie taking it.
Yeah, and he's taking Voiles, who managed to get the third spot away. Mark has fallen all the way back.
Yeah, that's what you don't want from that 84 car.
Yeah, Mark has fallen off, like, pretty badly. So we'll take a look right here about where the 84 is at. There is Mark right there. He is running 32nd right now. Not looking good for the 84 team. I guess that damage he's sustained on pit road must have been really bad enough for his car, is that he won't be able to be on the pace as the rest of his Championship 4 competitors.
Yeah, it's not that good on damage, and for worse, he could be falling even lower.
Yeah, here comes Jackson. Gonna try to look here on Mark. He goes to the inside.
And no problems, no issues.
As the battle for the lead continues between Jimmy Johnson and Takayumi Fujiwara, they're actually now gapping the rest of the field by staying side by side for quite some time. As the 49 and the 32 continue to battle out behind the two leaders. But Takayumi seems to get the better off of Jimmy, especially in the exit of the turns, as well as through the front and back stretch.
And it's working so far. It is working. Those two might be the fastest drivers out on the racetrack.
Let's take a look at the fastest lap right now. Right now, Pedro Sales currently has the fastest lap, followed by Sean, Jeanette Prime, Kiara Upston, Ryan Moffitt, Liliana Storm, Anna Sporks, Beno Kimura, and Hiroshi Fujisaki. Right now, Phoenix is currently running mid-pack. He is nowhere near the front two.
And he's nowhere near of even defending his title anyways, because he didn't even make it.
Yeah, he couldn't make it past the first round of the playoffs. Actually, I'm pretty sure he made it the second round, but I could be wrong. But I think he could. I think he made the second round.
Either way, playoffs, rest in piss.
Yep.
Oh, don't worry. That doesn't mean it's the end of a postseason in Six Flags, though.
Yep. Pedro could still have time to rebound and at least go out with a bang for the last time for Tickford Racing in the Cup Series.
Yes, he is, and you see that gap over here, and we're gonna take it over to our AGDN tracks. The gap between Johnson and Treason is increasing.
Yeah, it is growing. And it's mostly due to the fact that this 60 and 86 has some really good speed on them. As we actually take a look right here on the top of the screen, you can see Jimmy Johnson's speed, the gear he's in, as well as the position and the last and best lap time. So you see right here, Johnson's best lap is a 26.579. His last lap time was a 28.024 as he comes across the line now. His last lap time was a 28.122. And in comparison to Noah Treason ran a 28.163 that last time by.
Yeah, so actually,
Clearly, Takayumi and Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's coming down the pit road. Here we go. The green flag stops.
Yep.
Here
Pit
come the
stops
leaders.
may commence.
All right, as we take a look right here on the pit cameras, as you see all the field coming, you see the first round coming in. Some drivers stay out. You see some drivers already made it in.
So yeah,
but
right
everyone's
now,
having a little bit of a hard time trying to get into their stalls here. As Johnson makes it into his stall. There's the 48 right there just going by. Let's see what the strategy is here for that 60 Irish Motorsports car. And it looks like it's going to be 4 tires as well as some fresh fuel on that 60 car.
Oh, it almost picked up Alberti on pit exit.
Yeah, nearly did, but he made it out.
Jeanette Prime, the leader.
And it looks like Evelyn Mason managed to beat the 6, the 86, and the 60 out of the pit road. There's Sean right there going by on the high side.
And he had just gotten out of pit road in the last one.
And Boogie and Voice looks like they gotten by Jimmy Johnson. So Boogie might have the championship lead.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Until stuff circles back out. But I think
That's
they
the rest
might.
of the field coming out of pit road.
I think they might be in between 11th
side
and
by
20th.
side between the 6 and the 24. Those are teammates, mind you. Those two are teammates. As Georgia gets by her teammate.
It's a good run over there for Georgia.
And Sean is currently your leader here at Atlanta.
Yes, he is. And like you mentioned, now Daniel Voiles turning from Idiot Sandwich to a smart footlong championship leader, but that is contested by Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie fighting on that high side. He knows Voiles is strong on the low side, but he gets a definitive run right there on the front stretch. So this battle is going to be tense right here between the 81 and the 33 right here for the spot. And Jimmy Johnson already running into trouble already. He's already on the outside of the 71. But Johnson got the run right there off at turn 2. But he's still going to struggle right there on that high side because he wants to get down low. That's the preferred lane.
It is a great lane, actually.
And right there, Boogie and Voiles are still going at it, but Voiles going to edge the 33 right here through turn 1 and 2. But Boogie with the run, though, off at turn 2.
And just wait until that 33 actually gets the run he needs over the 81, because remember, those Pontiacs have that kick out on the nose.
Yeah, they do have the kink on the nose.
Boyle still looking for that lead. He wants to hold it. He wants to hold it.
And it looks like Jimmy Johnson now picked up help from the 35 of Caleb Everson, although Caleb Everson would go back down to help the 71. But now she slides back up because she's running that preferred line that you can't really do when you're side by side with somebody.
Yeah, you really can.
And Laura tried to get the side draft off from the 60 of Jimmy Johnson. But Jimmy, though, the run through turn 2.
And he has it,
and they're 3 wide. They are 3 wide right there for 4th.
Oh, that's going to help Jimmy a bunch. Don't go down.
Oh, he nearly cleared himself in front of Laura James, but he's got the run off the corner. Johnson clears the 71 for 7th. Contact made between the 86 and the 81 of the 33.
Oh my God! We almost had our third record.
And that would have took it out 2 of the playoff, and that would have took it out 2 of the champ drivers if that continued to occur.
Play nice, boys.
Oh, look at Jimmy. Jimmy's really catching up to his championship competitors.
Oh yeah, he's rolling them in now. He's got him. Oh,
contact between the 33 and the 81. It is now personal.
Oh
but look
my
at
God.
Jimmy. Jimmy's just reeling these guys in.
This is great stuff right here. This is great stuff.
This is great stuff right here. Especially for Jimmy Johnson, the 60. This is a really great rebound happening here for Jimmy, for the 7-time champion.
And look at that. It worked. It worked for Jimmy. It
worked for Jimmy. The 86 now getting help from the 33. The 33 trying to take the spot away. Jimmy's now established himself back in the fight.
And he is right there. Looking like a lovely cloud.
Again. Here comes Jimmy on the bottom.
And these 3 are 3 wide again.
They're 3 wide again. Who does Jimmy go with?
And
nearly contact. But he's gonna go with Boogie.
Oh my God.
And he slides back up. He's gonna try to help Takayumi there on the middle. And now he goes up high to try to help Voiles. And he goes right back down to help Voiles. Not Voiles, Boogie, my bad. Johnson now side by side with Voiles.
If they wreck. If these guys wreck.
Contact! Johnson trying to take an opening.
That was great.
Johnson was these guys wrecked 4 wide. They nearly went 4 wide. Here comes Jimmy 4 wide down the backstretch.
Now they're going 4. Keep it straight, guys.
Voiles backs out. Contact to the 86, 33, and 60. Johnson with the edge.
Cleanly.
Oh, this is getting good. Contact made between the 33 and the 86. Jimmy's going to try to take the championship lead away. This is some good stuff here. This is some good stuff.
Oh, yes, it is. Really, really good stuff right here. And Jimmy looking now.
Oh, look at the run that Jimmy has. Jimmy takes the championship lead back away.
He's back. He's back in the championship lead.
How about that for the 7-time champ? What a rebound.
And that is despite we almost saw these 3 guys self-destruct. Turn 2.
Oh no, Jimmy's using that momentum to try and pull away. Oh
yeah, he's doing it. Like, did I ever tell you how great these cars run?
Contact again between the 86 and 33.
Don't do it, guys. Don't, sir. Oh my God.
All right, let's go on board right here with Jimmy Johnson on the helmet camera, because we'll actually see how he's running these corners. So you see right here, he's fully on the throttle throughout turn 3 and 4 as he comes from the front stretch.
It's working all good.
You see right there, he lifts a little bit, but he runs that low lane as perfectly as he can, not lifting a single bit. And look at this, he's actually gaining on 3rd right now. He is gaining on 3rd place, and that is Evelyn Mason at 24.
And so far looking good for Jimmy. And he's holding a good wheel.
Look at that. that he is closing the gap. They went down by about I think like 400ths of a second. That just shows that Jimmy, he's in championship winning equipment.
Oh, 4 wide behind. 4 wide behind.
4 wide.
Can they make it cleanly like the last
They're
time?
really tight. They're off of 4. They are really tight. They're
Oh
squeezing
my
each other.
god! A squeeze!
They are really
a
tight.
squeeze!
Whoa, in the contact.
There we
Boogie
go!
gets the wall. That
was
might
a-
be the end of their championship race. Caution is out again.
And that was a head-on hit for Bogdasato, but that is a testament to the safety of the ICR car.
Yeah, definitely, but heartbreak though for Voiles and Boogie. Their day is most certainly over.
I mean, to be honest, they were racing like that, which means that they mutually assured their self-destruction.
Yeah, definitely. So take a look right here what happened going into turn 3. So you see squeezing right there into turn 1. So you see right there, Anna Sporks comes down. She gets into the 81. The 81 that gets into the 33.
Oh.
Who then got into the 86, and then around they go.
And that was
So that is 2 championship 4 drivers taken out in a wreck already.
oh yes.
As Paulson comes out on lap 68. That was a really good green flag run, though, as here comes the entire field. Oh, and Mark!
Does that mean that Jimmy wins?
Well, we don't know for sure. Let's see what happened first to Mark Ames in the 84. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, and they wrecked on the cooldown. So let's see what happened right here. It started in front of the 84 of Mark.
I mean, they're already
So
wrecking.
right there, they're slowing down to try to catch up to the field. You see, they start fanning out, trying to avoid. But as you see, Boogie, he was still trying to get back up to speed, and then, right there on the
Gianna and
4,
Mark.
84. Yeah, collects the 77 there a little bit. So
Great.
and then they stack up right there. Around goes the 03, the 41, the 48 got a piece of that as well.
What's Liliana
and
force?
the 48
Oh,
got a piece. So yeah, that will
my
effectively end Boogie and Mark's championship bids. But if Voiles is out, that means Jimmy Johnson will take his 8th championship. As Sean wins the race off pit road, followed by Jimmy Johnson, Anna Sporks, Caleb Peppersman, and Evelyn Evelyn Mason, my bad. All right, let's see. Checking the DNFs. 84 is done.
oh my god. So only Mark is done.
Only
They're
Marcus,
still
I'm pretty
working.
sure the 33 might be done here as well. He just got way too much damage to continue. The 33
Yeah.
is done. 81 is still going, but he has significant damage, so I think he's not going to be a factor in this championship.
Oh yes. But remember, Jimmy can still have anything. Like he could have a mechanical failure, so Jimmy fans, let's not pop the champagne yet.
Yep, not just yet. We're going to be going back green on lap 72 out of 130. We are still a long ways off from the end of this race.
Actually getting closer now.
Yeah, I mean, the last green flag run we had, that was a really good run that these guys had. It actually was a little bit more longer than the Cedar Point Pro Series race that we had literal hours ago.
Yeah, because like they wrecked after like 5 or 10 laps.
I mean, because, they're Xfinity drivers, so they do not know what they're doing.
Yeah. You really cannot
Green
trust
this
Grand
time,
National
Sean
drivers.
Arthur, followed by Jimmy Johnson, Anna Sporks, Caleb Peppersman, and Evelyn Mason in the top 5, and then Georgia Hartz, Giamatti Perez, hold on, Laura James, Jeanette Prime, and Katani Nori round to the top 10. To the top.
Oh my
Wait, by the way,
god.
if you hear me talk a little bit, that's because I'm just talking to my dad. He's watching this with me.
Oh yes. So now the pace
And of
car
course,
is going out.
he's the driver of the 89 in this league.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Now the best position that you can do is to always put yourself in that
flag back in the
position.
air.
Green flag. Great restart by Sean.
He saw Johnson. He's quick to the inside of the 21. There he goes to the inside. He is quick on that 21.
And Jimmy, comfortable now.
Jimmy Johnson retakes the lead at Atlanta.
He's still winning the championship, but here comes Peppers, man.
Oh, he shuts the door on her.
That's a
Oh,
good
and here goes the
shot.
35. Gotta make it 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead.
And Pepper's been trying to look. Oh, don't do it again.
He got really loose going into turn 1 where they're nearly got into the 60 of Jimmy Johnson. Wow, still 3 wide out of the corner as well. These guys are not giving an inch.
And Pepper's been the leader.
Yeah, Pepperson, she's got the run. Oh, the 24 slides him, nearly gets into her teammate.
Yes,
Johnson's
it was
the
Pepper's been.
contact with the 21 to 60, nearly got into 35, nearly took him out.
Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. We saw what happened in the
Oh,
previous
Johnson
one.
getting the side gun. Oh, huge wreck in the back.
Oh my goodness. Who is done? Who is done as they're racing back to the caution? I'll be right back.
And
Hold on.
Johnson, and looks like Johnson decides to commit the fight over to the 35. He knows he cannot do it. But now I'm gonna have to watch these guys because sometimes these guys just want to wreck on the cooldown. Ooh, 35 came down the 88 there a little bit. Looks like we'll be good, but there was just a huge wreck on the back. Oh, huge damage to the 25 of Kiara Upston. That's just bad damage. Also bad damage to Jackson Storm with the 51. Also bad damage to Leslie Jacoby in the 5. All right, let's go back here and see what happened going down the back straight. But it looks like it all started in turn number 2.
Yeah.
It's essentially like coming out of the corner.
Oh, Fujisaki.
Oh,
They were going
went
4 wide.
4 wide. Yeah, they went 4 wide here going through turn 1.
And
And then
let's.
Fujisaki just came down on Pedro Sales.
Oh, was he forced? Was he forced by the 7 onto Pedro?
No, he wasn't. It looks like he just started forcing Pedro down, and then yeah, around they go. Oh yeah, just nowhere for the 25 to go, nowhere for the 5 to go. Oh man, no 77s in it.
Oh no! There.
Oh, then the 5
Oh,
comes right
Alex.
back up in the field into the 48.
And it goes into Royals.
Royals barely missed that. What a save from the 81.
We're gonna have to see that from the 81 because dang,
That was really close. I mean, it looked like he tapped the 5 there, and then he just barely saves the car.
We're gonna see it over here. Full speed.
And he hits the 5, and then oh my god!
Now he has to pray. He has to pray that
See the
damage
10
isn't
on the
too.
outside wall. Boyle was able to keep the car going, but he had to remove his hood. So essentially, he is basically out of the competition for the championship.
A lot of people would think that that was gonna be Boyles' day, Dunsies, but he still got it. He's still out.
Going. He wants to see if he can try to outlast Jimmy as long as he can. But Jimmy, he's just been doing a really good job about keeping the car clean. And clearly he's got the car to beat these guys as well. He has a race-winning car.
Yeah, for the first time in what feels like 180 years for me, he is the man to beat. Like the old days.
Like the old days of Jimmy Johnson. All right, we'll be going green this time. Jimmy Johnson, your leader, followed by OBJ, Light, Noid Treason, and Annabella Birdie rounds at the top 5. And then Pins, Desiree Hudson, Shanard, Giamatti Perez, and sorry, Katani Nori rounds at the top 10.
All right, so here we go, guys. The run.
So right
the
here, the
showdown.
top 5, it's Ford, Dodge, Toyota, Ford, Pontiac. No Chevys are even within the top 5 right now.
Yeah, no Chevys as of right now.
No, you're on a Dodge, Dad. Just like you requested
And
it.
this is it. The showdown is now barely starting, but really the main show is going to start with 30 to go.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Once we hit 30 to go, these guys are now going to start getting more and more desperate, trying to get more spots. But OBJ, he's been really quiet throughout most of this season. I mean, he was mostly running mid-pack throughout most of the season, but he's now coming to life on basically the last race of the season here in his home state. As the pace car is in, it's on Jimmy Johnson to lead us to the green. And green flag's back in the air.
We restart by the 60 of Jimmy. Let's see if he can keep Obi behind.
Yeah, he's keeping up with the 60. He's keeping up with him. Oh, there he goes to the inside.
Oh,
He blocks the 07 trying to make it 3 wide.
Nah. That's not going all the way to the inside. Coming out of 2, he took it all the way downstairs.
Oh, he's going to make it 3 wide.
Oh, my
3 wide
goodness.
lead.
If something happens, there'll be a miracle for Daniel Boyles.
It would be a miracle with Boyles. There's still 3 wide going down the back straight.
If they can somehow make it throughout a couple laps, there it is, Jim. I finally saying.
Looks like OBJ and Light will clear the 60 of Jimmy Johnson. But now it's still on between the 89 and the 07. Johnson coming back on the high side.
Nobody's
Still 3 wide into turn 1.
Nobody.
But look at this time though. Oh, Johnson got the run. He has the run off of 2. Contact between the 89 and 07.
Oh, I don't like the look about this.
It's getting good. Oh, and the 07 fairly ahead of the 89. They're 3 wide back there for 3rd.
Oh my goodness gracious, this is going
currently leading the 07 by about like literal inches. I mean, literally, he only led that lap by about 1,000th of a second.
And Jay has to run again coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, he's got that good car on the high side. Still 3 wide back there for 3rd. Light trying to get the edge over the 89. But the 89 just has that run off the corner. They're still 3 wide back there for 3rd. Johnson's just barely holding on. Light with a good corner right there. Johnson finally concedes the fight. As OBJ and Light continue to fight right here in the turn 3.
Still going. They're still going.
Still right there. The 89 just keeping up. He has that run the high lane again.
That run is functioning at the perfect way.
The 07 got really tight right there going into turn 1. It looks like he was going to go right into the 89, but he corrected it before he even got into the 89.
And it's working. It's working right now. But watch it. Here comes Jemai downstairs of the 19 and the 49.
Look at Giorgio working back there in that 6 car.
Yeah, Hart's also wants to get into it.
Ooh, the 07 using that side traffic against the 89. He had a good run right there through turn 1.
You got the
3 wide back there for 3rd. The 89 just not giving an inch to the 07. He wants to win his home race.
Yeah, this is like how we saw with the 60 and the 86 a couple of laps ago in that long green flag run.
Ooh, Jimmy looks like he actually nearly cleared that 3 wide situation, but he is still there. Georgia pushing him. Oh, contact a little bit there between the 49 and 19.
Oh, that could have been catastrophic. And let's see if Hearts don't do anything stupid. 6 car.
He is still pushing that 60 car. She is still pushing. She's trying to get some air.
Thank God that wasn't a 4 wide. And they're catching up to a lot of traffic.
Oh, they caught a lot of traffic. Oh, look at the 49 just splits around the high side.
Oh, and that slows the entire outside.
It slid on the entire outside line. Noah Treason slits into second. He got eliminated in the round of 8, but he's looking to make a statement now.
Is it working for Treason? It
Jimmy
does.
now back into 4th. He's now trying to keep up with the 89, the 49, the 07 is Light trying to pull away from the rest of the field. Oh, Evelyn goes right to the inside of her teammate. Oh, Jimmy tried to throw the block. It just did not work.
It ain't working. And now Evelyn trying to get the inside of a 60.
Oh, we couldn't get there. Oh, man, that was close.
Yeah, that was close, but she does get to the inside of Johnson.
Yeah, she did get to the inside of Johnson right there, but I'm pretty sure all Johnson's now just worried about is just outlasting Voiles to win the championship.
But will it work, though? Will it work?
Yeah, will it work? Because basically now Jimmy's now got to start conserving the car as best as he can. Look at the 32 running that low side.
Do not do that, Janet. Oh, my God.
Man, my mom right now to the inside of the 6, trying to get to the outside of the inside. Whoa, look at that run.
Is
That was
this,
a big run from the 32.
is this how we're gonna see her later on tonight in the truck race?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh my lord. But yeah, Jeanette Prime taking the position from Johnson. She does it up to 4th.
Now she wants to try to see if she can connect with her husband right here, who's currently battling for second with that 49. He's got help from the 24.
Right, top 5 there.
Johnson's still running that high side. 07 is using that to pull away. As we'll go on board right here with the 32 on the Coke Zero Sugar onboard camera. See the field back there, they're still battling. You see car guys helping the 60 out there on that high side. 2 RFK numbers working that high side.
It is working so far.
The 3 wide right there for second. But now I'm going to be curious, who does my mom go to? Oh, look at that run! Ooh, the 89 looks like he got a little bit sideways right there going through turn 3.
Is she helping OBJ? No!
Oh, okay. So I think my dad is saying the car is tight, so that's why he keeps struggling a little bit right here.
Oh yeah, that car must just loosen a little bit on the chassis.
He got a good run! I definitely think my dad might need a little bit of an adjustment right here if he wants to keep up here. As my mom gets by for 3rd.
Yeah, that is Jeanette going up to 3rd spot. Treason NJ still looking a little side by side, and watch it because oh my god, is that car guy who's peeking up?
Yeah, that is car guy in the 17.
Oh
Trying
my
to look at
god!
the 89, but OBJ blocked. He does not want that 17 to get by. Oh, but here comes the 17. Trying to make it 3 wide.
And it's gonna work.
Oh, yeah, looks like it's gonna work. Oh, look at the run. Huge run into turn 1.
Yeah, a little forceman, I say.
Yeah, a little bit forced, but he should be fine. Oh, and here we go.
Like...
Green flag pit stops. I just saw Jimmy drops to the low side. So we got green flag pit stops yet again.
Yeah, that's the second longest green flag running of this evening.
Yep, as we take a look at the cars that went down pit road, you see Desiree Hudson also went in, Annabella went in, as well as Pins. Looks like they are the first 4 cars to enter pit road, so I guess it might be a strategy call right there for Jimmy Johnson coming in this early.
It could be it, as here they come. Like, they're gonna take a good strategy. I would say just take 4 tires, because over here, 2 tire stops, that is invalid.
All right, let's see if anyone else coming. Yep, 3 more cars coming here. That also includes the race leader as well as OBJ and Noah Treason. As Jimmy with a really great stop, he'll get out ahead of the 14 off the pit road. That was a really good stop right there by the 60 Jimmy Johnson, but I wonder if they made any adjustments to the car, because clearly he was struggling after that restart. And there's Daniel Voyle still going. But looks like he just doesn't have the speed to match 7-time Jimmy Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Jimmy's already trying to pull away.
Not only the speed, but also the aerodynamics.
Yeah, you see the aerodynamics in the 81 is definitely messed up, especially with all this damage that he has, especially since the hood of his car had to be removed after those recent cautions.
Maybe if it wasn't the hood,
Johnson
but it was just the
a really
spring.
great run right there off at turn number 2. He is catching that 07, who recently just came off of pit road, mind you. But Light is able to get back up to speed quicker than the 60.
But we're just a couple of laps of finishing the sideshow. Evelyn Mason is still at the lead, but the question is, where is that 24 car?
I think the 24 might be on pit road. There goes the 03 on the pit road. Just heavy. All right, let's see where the... There's the 24 right there. She is still on track. Currently behind is the 32 Jeanette Prime. And then right behind them is Caleb Peppersman in the 35. We don't know when these guys are going to come down to pit road. Looks like the 24 is going a little bit low. Oh, looks like they're going to try to stretch it as best as they can. Yeah, they're stretching it. They're going to try to stretch it. They're going to try to stretch out those tires and fuel as best as they could. Good run there for the 24. They're off at turn number 2.
And there she is.
24 looks like she's going to be pitting. The 32 is going to stay out, it looks like it. Unless... Yeah, 32 is going to stay out.
Yeah, Jeanette stays out.
Jeanette Prime now in front. 30 laps to go here at Atlanta.
Yep, this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, the main show.
It is now the main show, but now the question is, when's the 32 going to come on the pit road?
Looks like she may have
the
a
32
plan.
is currently the only car that basically did not pit yet.
Is she coming? Is she coming? Is she coming? Yes, she is.
Yeah,
I heard the slowdown.
Yep, 32 in this time. What's the strategy called, Dad, on the 32? Oh, he said it. 4 tires on the 32. 4 tires.
I saw a 66
so looks like they're going to take a bit of it. So looks like my dad right here, he's going to take a bit of a gamble. 4 tires on the 32, as well as a fresh tank of Sunoco gas. Going to try to stretch it, trying to make it. They're going to try to finish it on this compound. And then
Yes,
Jack
that
is
is
up on the 32. Back down really quick. Left sides are up. They're on as quick as they could. Down goes the Jack, and away she goes.
And the best part is that she built up an over 20-second advantage over the 07, but will she be the leader coming out of the cycle?
That is the main question everyone's going to be asking. Where is the 32 going to be placed once this cycle finishes? That's the 32 merges in behind the 18 and in front of the 6. And
No,
looks
the
like
07.
the 07 of Light will retake the lead with Jimmy Johnson running in 2nd. And with OBJ in 3rd, Annabella Birdie in 4th, and Noah Treason in 5th.
And with a lap
Johnson
down,
goes to the inside of the 81, who is a lap car.
which that does it. It seals it, guys. Unless Jimmy has terrible luck in these last laps, we could see a 8-time champion.
Yeah, we could. But now it is all down to whatever the team of the 60 got the strategy right. Will he be able to last for 30 laps?
30 more laps, that is the question over here. As we're going to take a look at our program alert. In our program alert, trucks on AGDN is still on schedule.
Still on schedule as planned. And actually, looks like Jimmy actually might have a chance to actually run down the 07 of Light. Because he's got the faster car.
Yeah, that 60 car is faster than whatever Light put on his wall machine. No disrespect, no diss to the 07, but Jimmy has bought in a great car.
Yeah, I about to say, Irish Motorsports put in a really great Lowe's for Pros Ford Shelby Cobra.
And that's the same sponsor that Alex Prime is going to run the 500 on Sunday. Just with
Lowe's for Pros.
just with a tiny little bit of blue and yellow.
Yeah, mine is a lot more different than what Jimmy has. It's a little bit more modern.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This car is also modern.
Yeah, definitely. And Light, as he does not have a lot of space between himself and Johnson, he is just wide open for Jimmy.
But we're gonna have to watch OBJ because I feel like he's also trying to get closer to the 60 car.
Yeah, you have to see the 89. He's actually starting to close in on the 60 a little bit.
Oh, but actually, Jimmy gained a little bit on the 60. On the.
All right, we're
89.
gonna go on board right here with OBJ on the Jesse Group Radio helmet camera. Right. Okay, so it looks like OBJ has a little bit of more of a direct line that he takes from Johnson, because I can hear he only lives for about like 3 seconds and going right back on the throttle because he knows he has the draft behind the 60, and that's allowing him to keep up with Johnson.
Yeah, that is the allowance right there.
They come Family Motorsports really did field in a good 89 for this race. Currently down to about 21 laps to go here at Atlanta, coming to 20 to go next time by. And looks like Johnson now has to deal with lap traffic as Light has passed the 53 of Hiroshi Fujisaki.
And the Nintendo machine is destroyed.
Yeah, the rear end of that car is just destroyed.
And Jimma is going to catch up in no time. Granted that he doesn't get held up by that 53 machine.
Definitely. And don't forget, he has to deal with OBJ, who is behind him, mind you. Oh, the 53! He blocks him!
Oh no, that's gonna gain Light some time against the 60. No, not for long.
And OBJ will do the same thing, get right by the 53, but the 53 has a good run there on the high side, but that's not gonna be enough against the 89, who has a clean car. And he'll get right by the 53 with no problem.
Yeah, that is it.
Down to 18 laps to go here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. But right now, it is all Light in the 07. He has a 2-second advantage to Jimmy Johnson.
Over 2 seconds.
But right now, I'm pretty sure all Jimmy just got to do is just hold on to that race car and just live for long enough against Voiles to win his 8th consecutive championship.
And one thing over here is to keep in mind. Drivers pitted. But how long until they have to pit again? Will they have to pit again in the last 5 laps?
That is the main question, because we don't know about how much fuel Jimmy Johnson has in that tank. But let's say OBJ did take a little bit of an adjustment, because you can see he is just reeling in that 60 of Jimmy Johnson. And look at that corner. That's a really great corner right there for the 89. He is out right there on Jimmy Johnson's back bumper.
And it's working. It is working.
And I know. Oh, there he goes to the inside. I know my dad's watching this because he's just watching himself very curiously to see if he can get at least one more top 3 finish for the end of this season.
Well, so far both Jimmy and OBJ are pretty far ahead of 4th place. So, question top 3, not until we get to a possible pit win.
Yeah, definitely. There's the 24 right there. She's actually not that far behind the 60 and 89. The 89 just sending it all he can into turn 3. He's trying to clear the 60 of Jimmy Johnson, but that's only going to give room for the 24 to catch up.
It is really hard to pass for a couple of laps. You need at least 5 laps of a good run, and that's where you get past. And here comes Evelyn and Kayla.
Evelyn Mason right there in the 24. It looks like she's going to go to the high side, try to help Jimmy Johnson. Oh, there she's going to run that high line.
Yeah, those two ladies.
But that did not work.
Yeah, and they thought it would work. They thought, you know what? It's just like Eldora. I can just run next to the wall.
No, that did not work. Oh, and a little bit of a tight sandwich right there.
Oh yeah, this is a battle of 4 right now.
Yep, battle of 4 for second. See those 3. Oh, the 35 looks like she nearly ran the 24 up into the wall.
A squeeze.
That car might be getting tight or something. The 35 might have a tight race car or something. Here we go, 3 wide.
Forcing a 3. Oh, Peppersman!
Oh, look at that run! That was a great run from Kayla Peppersman. She steals second away.
And now that's the bubble for 3rd place. Right where OBJ doesn't want to be. And it's pit stop time.
He's pitting! What's the strategy, Dad? No strategy. Oh, Jimmy's also coming in as well.
Oh,
this is the money stop.
Money.
Wait, what's the strategy? Oh, my dad said again, 4 tires. 4 tires on the 89.
Oh boy.
As we're down
This
to
is it.
11 laps to go. Jimmy, as well as Noah Treason, they're in as well. I guess Jimmy's trying to play it safe by pitting early because he knows there's going to be about 10 laps to go once the leader crosses the line. And Light is now on a pit road. So the 35 is going to take the lead. I say, what a really great run for Caleb Peppersman in the 35. We're down to 10 laps to go. As it is clear, these guys cannot make it on the current compound that they have.
Yeah, this
But
is
we're going to
it.
see how some of these guys can be able to stretch it out. You see, there are more cars on pit road. And most of them right here, there's some of the lap cars that are on pit road. And there goes the 32 to the inside of the 17.
This could be doing it. This could be doing it. But we're going to have to watch out on
She couldn't
Peppersman.
clear the 17 just yet. Look at that send into turn 3.
Oh, that was a great send right there by Jeanette Prime. I think this might seal the fate of what will happen to the race win. We're going to have to take
All right,
a
we're
look
down
at
to 8 laps to go. The side draft move to the 17. The 32 trying to clear.
Keep an
She is
eye.
trying to clear the 17. The 17's still there.
Keep an eye on that. And remember, the more that these two spend side by side, Evelyn is going to come in.
Well, Evelyn just trying to stretch it out as best as she can. 6 laps to go here at Atlanta.
Whoa.
Oh, and the side drive move once again to the 17.
That could have been aggression right there.
That could have been aggression right there. But that 32 and 17, they are still butting heads for second.
And let's see.
Oh, the 32 is going to clear. 32's cleared.
Is it clear? Is it clear?
Oh, she couldn't quite clear him just yet.
You're not cleared.
You're not clear. Oh, and once again, there's the run.
Now the inside is finally acting up.
And she clears the 17 for second. Oh, and the 17's still right there. Oh, she looks like she blocks really bad right there. Oh,
But they're coming in.
pit stop. Here they come. They can't make it. They can't make it.
They cannot make it. So that's going
They
to save a
cannot
couple
make it.
cars. Top 4 coming in on pit road.
All right, Dad, what's the strategy for Mom? Oh, he's saying 2 tires, so let's see if the crew chief actually does that unless he puts 4 on the 32. All right, let's see right here. 32's in. Oh! They're going fuel only!
Fuel only.
Fuel only for the 32! That might have been a good strategy right there by the crew chief, right, Dad? It depends.
Oh my god. But Peppersman looks like she's going to be up front of the 32, yes. But now the question is, who's going to cycle the lead back to?
Yeah, we're going to have to see about that. Oh, look at OBJ and Light side by side right there. These two are butting heads right now. As we're coming up to 4 laps to go here at Atlanta. Let's see. Caleb Peppersman has came out the leader.
Whoa!
Oh, and look at the 6th block.
Oh
The
my
89 got a
god.
little bit tight right there going through turn 1. But Jimmy, he's still got to hold on for 4 more laps. Oh, these guys are fat. These guys are fighting. Whoa, the 07 nearly got into the 32 right there.
Oh my god.
That would have been bad.
Checkers or wreckers? How
Checkers
do you
or
want to
records?
finish?
These guys are checkered records. 3 laps to go.
And now
But I
Gemini
think
is
only doing
catching
fuel
up.
only for the 32 might have not been the right choice because, let's say, Jeanette just got blown right by her teammate, OBJ right there in the 89, who's now slipped in right there. Oh, Caleb Peppersman lost the lead.
Oh, she lost it. She may have gone
Light
on
will
for fuel
retake
as
the
well.
lead with 2 laps to go.
2 more.
What does the 89 have for him?
And I think this is secure. This has secured Gemini the championship.
Yeah, this definitely might have secured Jimmy Johnson the championship. Down the backstretch. It is all the 07 of Light, but look at the 89 just reeling him in.
Oh,
Will he
yes.
make a pass on the White?
This is it. The final showdown.
Here we go. White flag in the air. Final lap here from Atlanta.
Oh my goodness. How
Next flag
long?
will end the race, yellow or checkered.
How long until that 89 of OBJ catches up to Light?
Oh, looks like not. That 07 might have it unlocked. Down the backstretch for the final time. Jimmy Johnson gets by for third. And here comes Light. Out of turn number 4. He's going to get his third career victory. Light will take the season finale. And Jimmy Johnson makes history. As he is now an 8-time NASCAR Series champion.
And the best part. Here's the best part. 10 years! 10 years! 10 years after he accomplished his 7th!
He got 10 years after he got the 7th, he got his 8th.
Finally! That's unbelievable!
That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff.
That was great!
That's
We're
good
gonna
job,
take a
Dad.
look at our results over here.
Good job. Oh yeah, my dad said good race. All
Yeah.
right, so take a look at the official results right here. Light will take home the win, and Jimmy Johnson continuing to be one of the sport's greatest drivers as a 8-time consecutive champion. As we'll take a look right here, the final results. Light will take home the win. OBJ will come home in second, and then Jimmy Johnson will clinch his 8th title in third place, and then Caleb Peppersmith and Jeanette Prime will round out the top 5, and then Ryan Moffitt, Car Guy, Noah Treason, Annabelle Alberti, and Georgia Hartz will round out the top 10. Look at the rest of you guys that finished on the lead lap: Evelyn Mason, Anna Sporks, Pins, Chase Austin, Giamatti Perez, Sean Ard, Evan Reddick, Katana Inori, Ryan Little, Adonda Kratz, Joshua Neely, Laura James, Takumi Fujiwara, Pedro Sales, Liliana Storm, Outlaw, Luna Coco, and Maddie Jacoby will all finish on the lead lap. Look at all your lapped cars right here. Daniel Voiles, Desiree Hudson, and Hiroshi Fujisaki will all finish lapped. And then all of your DNFs right here. Leslie Jacoby, Jackson Storm, Alex Prom, Kiara Upson. Oh, poor Boogie, man. Boogie was a favorite going into this, but unfortunately just couldn't get it done, DNFing in 36th. Then Gian Perez, Mark Gaines, just a really tough race with the 84. And then Benno Kimura, Andre Killinger, and Ryan Basilty and Nicholas will all finish out of this race.
Oh my god, what an end for some of these drivers. What a start of an era for some of them. But now it's time to close the curtain on Six Flags Season 6.
Yeah, definitely. As that will wrap it up right here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Congratulations to Light for winning the race, and Jimmy Johnson for winning his 8th consecutive NASCAR Series championship. All right, Angel. I'm pretty sure you have some upcoming program coming up in less than 30 minutes.
Oh yes. However, it's gonna be on another part. So here is what what our executives are here at RAYM Holdings have cooked up. The Straight Talk 250 coming up next on AGDN with coverage starting at 9:25 and Green Flag by 9:30. And followed by that, next week, Cricket Cup returns to Radio Angel YM for 4 out of the 16 races that we have with the Amateur Health 400. And would you look at that? At Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
All right. So with this, we close out the curtain. It is official now. The Six Flags 6th season is over. And we have to look back. At all the winners, and all the glory, and the joy that we've had.
Yeah.
So with this, and for now 2 seasons, the International Competitive Racing Car has been a staple, not only for Alex Prime Racing Technologies, but also for Six Flags competition. The main car that has brought manufacturers all together up and also brought in back some favorites like Pontiac and Dodge. But today, it is time to switch off the ignition on these cars and turn in the keys. This is the end of the ICR in Six Flags. We'd like for us to join us in the ICR's newest adventure in the NASCAR Cricket Cup Series, which started with the Budweiser Shootout and the duels, but it will officially start its point season with the Daytona 500 on Sunday. So for us, for Cody and Alex, I'm Angel, and we are signing off here. Thanks for watching, and until forever, Six Flags